His Excellency, Mr. President, thank you very much for joining us here in Istanbul on TRT World.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Mr. President, Israel's decision to recognize Somaliland as an independent state has triggered strong condemnation from your government, as well as a wave of international backlash. How are you responding to this move? What concrete steps is Somalia taking right now to challenge this move internationally?
Well, first of all, it's a very sad situation. The international law has to be respected. That is the way the world are working together in an orderly manner. Unfortunately, in recent times, Israel was not behaving in a manner that is compatible or convenient with the international law. When we see what has happened in Gaza in recent years and the long history of the Middle East conflict and wars. It's very sad that now that has been transferred to Somalia. The northern regions of Somalia has always had that problem of secessionism, separatism. But we always have been trying to negotiate and settle our differences in a peaceful manner. The Somali government has never tried to force or to fight or even to use the diplomatic muscle against these people. So it took 30 years now, 30 plus years. But now, unfortunately, Israel has unexpectedly thrown this issue. We went into the international community and we started with working with the international, continental, regional organizations, the United Nations of the African Union, the IGAD, the East African Community, the Arab League, the Organization of Islamic Conference, all put together. They have stood with Somalia and publicly declared that the sovereignty and the territorial integrity of Somalia is in. The Republic of Turkey has as a tradition stood with Somalia. Usually the tradition of Turkey is that they always stand with the people who have been subjected to injustice. We know the position of Turkey in the past. Similarly, Turkey has always been standing with Somalia when there is a challenge on our unity and sovereignty and territorial integrity. I would like also to mention in this occasion that Turkey has tried to mediate between Somaliland regions and Somalia, and we have a couple of meetings here in Turkey in 2015, even as far as 2015, and Turkey has someone, a representative in Hargeisa to continue that dialogue between us. So that was the trend. Unfortunately, Israel has now shifted it into another way. But Alhamdulillah, the whole world is standing with Somalia now.
Mr. President, you mentioned there about Turkey. You met Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and certainly your presence here in Istanbul following that move means something. If you can further elaborate on that partnership with Turkey, that strategic partnership, and how do you see that the role of Turkey emerging in this context right now when it comes to cooperation?
As you rightly said, Somalia and Turkey has a very strategic partnership framework agreement within which there are so many other subsidiary agreements on that related to that, whether it's defense and security, whether it's investment, whether it's natural resources, whether it's maritime and the blue economy. So we have a lot of agreements and partnership with Turkey. So myself and His Excellency President Erdogan, I've briefed him about the progress that Somalia is making in the security, in the democratization, in all areas, in the state building phenomena and all this. And then we further discussed about the accelerating further on the projects that we are working together. And it was a good meeting yesterday to have with His Excellency the President.
Mr. President, you warned about the implications of this decision, that it might import conflicts in the Middle East to the Horn of Africa. What specific risks do you see emerging specifically for Somalia and the wider region with regards to specifically the relocation of the Palestinians? That's a very important issue right now.
Knowing the recent behavior of Israel in the Middle East and on the Palestinian issue, and not only the Palestinian issue, but also the neighboring countries, what's going on in Syria, in Lebanon, in other countries, this is what makes many people now worry about Israel being involved in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden and the Horn of Africa. The Horn of Africa is a very volatile region. There's always a stability issue. So Israel joining and getting closer to the major sea lanes of the commercial sea transportation in the Gulf of Aden and the Indian Ocean. On the other side of the Gulf of Aden is Yemen, whereby now there's a very serious conflict, and on this side of the Gulf of Aden is Somalia, fighting with the two most notorious terrorist groups, ISIS and Al-Shabaab. So the whole region is a region that is very sensitive. Now coming Israel, and as they said, having a military base there, and relocating forcefully some Palestinians to that area as well, will only add fuel to the conflict that was there. Somalia is getting out of the conflict right now, defeating the terrorists and building the state. This may create some sort of conflict relapse again in some parts of Somalia, and also not only in Somalia, but Somalia and the neighboring countries of the Gulf of Aden, maybe. On the other side, there are the Yemenis, the Houthis, who have no good relationship with Israel. On the other side, on the corner of the Arabian Gulf, is the Iran, which has no good relationship with Israel as well. So if Israel makes a proxy territory to attack the interests of other people, then those people will also attack back in Somaliland and Somalia, which is not going to be a very good experience.
So also you reject any plans of relocation?
Categorically we reject, and our position is very clear. We don't want Israel to come there. We have never attacked Israel. We never have created problem to Israel. We don't want Israel to come to us and bring their problem to us. So the federal government of Somalia has categorically rejected. The people of Somalia has shown that rejection by demonstrations all over the country. So it is very clear that this is not something that we would like to.
Lastly, Mr. President, apart from these regional issues, looking ahead of the bilateral ties between Somalia and Turkey, these two countries are already cooperating in defense and energy. How do you see future opportunities when it comes to that cooperation with regards to specifically the energy, that agreement signed between respective countries regarding oil and gas exploration? How do you see this as affecting ties and also maybe impacting your country's capacity to attract foreign investment?
Well, definitely foreign investment will come to Somalia. FDI, foreign direct investment will come to Somalia. But the only thing is that the first move advantage, whereby Turkey has now take that opportunity and open the market. Because of Turkey now, a lot of people are interested to come to Somalia, and Turkey is going to be the cooperation and the partnership we have in the aspect of the natural resources, particularly the oil and gas. Inshallah, it will be the first time that Somalia become an oil producing country, and it's also going to be the big time for Turkey to produce oil with its own technology, not by technology rented or hired from somewhere else. So this is something great. Now, that's number one. Number two, with the potentiality and the expectation that we have right now, Somalia is going to be a very resourceful, which will also facilitate for our cooperation, invest both mutually. The oil of Somalia will benefit the Somali people, will rebuild the country, will change the economy, will change the livelihood of our people, but also it will have